If you've ever wondered why Easter is on a different day of the year each year, the short answer is it's not. And I'll get to that, why that is in a moment. Let's pretend for a moment that we're trying to start a calendar from scratch. We've never had a calendar before. The first thing we're going to notice is that there's, seasons and years. And so we're probably going to try to, you know, make a calendar that keeps track of years. That's pretty useful. But years are long, and figuring out exactly how long a year is took thousands of years before anyone pulled it off with any degree of accuracy. Um, so our next attempt, we're going to say, well, we can keep track of something smaller, stack a whole bunch of those together to make up a year. So the moon was a pretty obvious go-to there. It's got this cycle every 27 and a bit days. We can follow that, and 12 of those is almost a year. But it's not quite a year. And so people who were making calendars realized pretty quickly that if you just went with 12 cycles of the moon, you'd run short of a full year. And after a few years, you'd be a full moon cycle short. So, in order to decide whether they should add an extra moon cycle into their year, they would have the new year start at some specific point in time, either the solstices or one of the equinoxes. So you can say, okay, this is when the year starts, and as soon as we've got the next moon cycle ready, we can hop on there and that'll be New Year. So New Year would always be either a full moon or a new moon, and it would just be the first one after whichever yearly cycle we're following. Solstices and equinoxes are pretty common. If for some reason you really cared about having a 7-day week, you might also decide that you're always going to have the year start on the first day of the week. So you'd wait for the first month to start, and then you'd wait for the beginning of a week, and then hop on and have that be the start of the year. So now you're wondering, why is Easter on the first Sunday after the first Saturday, after the first full moon, after the spring equinox? I mean, at that point, the question really answers itself.